today we're going to be filming a uni tips video for if you're just going to uni, or even if you're going into your second and third year and feel like you could do with some more tips.
We've just done our first year and we learned a few things that we would like to share with you.
Yeah, and I feel like the things that we've thought of are quite unique, and not many people would probably think of these.
They're like the little things, or
the little things that count.
Yeah. It's the little things.
So
let's go. Okay, tip number 1. This is if you're a girl.
Yeah.
Probably. Basically, we both use wristlets on nights out. They're like purses with wrist straps, and I've never lost one.
Neither. And it's just really good because you can put like money, cards and your phone in here, and then it's just always on your wrist.
And it saves you from carrying like a bag around, because I've never brought a bag out with me just because I don't want to.
I feel like it's just hard to dance when you've got a bag.
So get a wristlet. You can get them cheap in like Primark.
Yeah.
And don't worry about it falling off, because mine never did, and I'm very irresponsible, so.
She's a bit. They're great. Tip number 2 is you should buy some things in bulk before you come to uni, because we constantly run out of like Very Liquid and kitchen roll, and I just think if lots of people brought lots of them before we came to uni,
put them all in like a cupboard and then you just constantly have them.
Yeah.
Like, it's really annoying when you're doing the washing up and you're like, oh, we've got no washing up liquid.
Yeah, we just had to use like hand soap.
Yeah, it got a bit
annoying.
Especially if your parents are like buying you stuff, just be like, I need 5 washing up liquids.
And they're quite cheap anyway, like you can get them for like 50p.
Exactly.
Like, you don't have to get the like actual like fairy brand, you can get like just the own shop's brand.
Yeah.
And then it's really cheap.
Kitchen roll, you actually really need it.
Yeah, because we had a lot of spillages.
Yeah, and it's just really handy. Otherwise you have to end up using like your tea towels, and it just kind of ruins them. So
I feel as though we took advantage of kitchen roll though, because we'd like, if we didn't want to use a bowl or plate,
we just use some kitchen
roll.
You don't have to wash it up. Next tip, try not to use all of your student loan on freshers, because once freshers is over you're going to really regret that. And obviously you can use some of it because you're going to need money during freshers, but
like last year I spent about £400.
Yeah, and that is a lot of money just to be spending on alcohol.
Yeah, and
like, yeah, we had a good time, but you can easily save money by drinking more at home first, or
pre-drinks is great.
Yeah,
really take advantage there,
and
then you don't have to buy drinks when you're out.
Especially if you live in an expensive place for going out, like where we live in Southampton, it's quite cheap, but you still, like, that ended up costing a lot. So if it costs more where you are, then that's going to be even more.
Like over the summer before you go, just work and try and save a certain amount of money and use that instead of your loan, because then you'll have your loan to spend on food and just like going out for dinner with your friends. Yeah.
I regret spending so much at freshers. I don't even know how I did it, to be honest. But still, have fun.
Yeah. Don't let it get you down. That leads us on to the next thing, which is don't worry about spending too much money, and you should still have fun. And like, that doesn't mean go and spend all of your money, because that's not very good. But if like everyone else was going out for dinner and you were like, oh no, I probably shouldn't, like, I have the money too, but I should probably just stay. In our opinion, we say just go. Like, you'll probably regret it, and at the end of the day, you've got, if you have an overdraft, which you probably should have because it'd be good, like, this is the only opportunity that you're gonna ever get to spend your overdraft and not have any interest on it.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You
might as well use it, because
you're
gonna pay it back in the end. It's not that much money, especially like at the beginning of uni when you're just getting to know everyone and you're like going out for dinner, like you'll want to join in. So
yeah, it's a great way to make
friends. Need it to bond.
So yeah, have fun and don't worry about spending all your money, but don't spend all of it. Our next tip, which we haven't actually done ourselves, but is to join societies. And I think we were planning on to join some at the beginning, and we signed up for a load at the Freshers' Fair. Yeah, I signed up for like 6. But in the end, I just never joined any because of like the joining fees. Yeah. But like, they weren't actually that expensive. No. It depends on which society it is you join, because like some are really cheap and some aren't as cheap, but like there's reasons why they're not as cheap. Like skiing and surfing was like a £50 fee, but that's obviously because like you go on like really good trips and stuff. So and £50 isn't really that much like to put towards a ski trip or a trip surfing or something. So from like what we've seen and our friends that are in societies, they all like
make really good friends in their societies as well, and they have like their own society activities, and they go out with their societies, so
it's just a good opportunity to make another group of friends.
Yeah, and they're all into the same thing that you are as well, and it gains like
bonding. We got a question from a girl on Twitter called Lucy Ainsworth. Well, it's Lucy_Ainsworth. And she asked, are uni societies initiation things really as bad as some people say? And because I've never been to one, I can't give like my opinion, but I've heard, because a lot of our friends do them, so I've heard some things.
Yeah, I think some of them are bad, not like really bad, like some of the stories out there. Like,
you just have to like down a few shots and stuff, but like at the end of the day, if you don't want to do it, you don't have to do it. But I think there might, like, the people in the society might be like, oh, like, why aren't you joining in? Yeah. So maybe just give it a go. You might feel a bit ill, but you'll make a lot of friends.
Yeah, it definitely depends on like what the society is.
Yeah.
Like I reckon the groups of like lads are a lot more like harsh on each other.
Yeah, and I also think if you're a girl, then they're not as making you like download pints and shots and stuff, because
sometimes they make up like pints of like ketchup and every alcohol and
it's like a dirty pint. Yeah.
Gross stuff, and I wouldn't really want to do that.
Neither would I.
I feel like guys could just tolerate it more.
Yeah.
They do it.
But I think everyone will be like, oh yay, you did it, like if you did. So it might be worth it in the end. And I mean, if you've never done 3 shots in a row before, then this is your opportunity.
It won't kill you.
You might like it. I hope that's helpful, Lucy.
Our next tip is all about food. Basically, we just think you should learn to cook, because people hear stories like, oh, you're just going to live on pot noodles at uni. But you don't get that poor, first of all. Well, we didn't. You don't.
Yeah, like vegetables are basically the same price.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if you get a bag of like frozen veg, which is like £1 and it will last you a while. Like you can eat well at uni and it's still going to be cheap. You don't have to spend loads of money. Like we didn't have loads of money, but we still ate really well.
The amount we talked about it, like even if I had like no money, like £10 left, I wouldn't use that £10 to go and buy like loads of super noodles and pot noodles.
No, exactly. Like you can make a lot of meals out of £10.
Yeah, and just like ask your mum or your parents to help you learn how to cook a few things before you go.
It will really help you out, because you can actually make a lot of meals really easily. You don't need like full-on cooking skills.
I feel like people really overthink cooking, and like it's just really not that hard. Like
you're not just gonna burn something. Like you can see if it's burning.
Yeah. And like if you're cooking some meat, just cut it open, make sure it's not pink, and then you're fine.
Otherwise, there's just so many simple meals like pasta, veg, and sauce.
Yeah.
Stir fries.
And
easy.
We've done some like cooking videos, so if you really want some tips, you should check those out.
Yeah, and there's like loads on YouTube. So if your mum or dad like isn't teaching you, then you can easily teach yourself and just look it up, because it's so easy. And we also, when you go like to lectures and to uni and stuff, we never used to bring lunch or food with us. I think we just kind of forgot about it.
I did like once or twice if I couldn't finish my meal from the night before, and I thought that it was a good meal to say.
Like cold pasta or something.
Hardly ever.
But like we used to go into uni and literally have like one lecture and then just go and eat like at the canteen.
Yeah,
because we were hungry and we didn't have any food. But like that really adds up over time, especially if you get like drinks with it as well.
Yeah, because we thought it was quite cheap. It was like £3, which is good for like a proper full English meal. But then like if you do that like every day, that's like £15 a week. So
and we'd end up getting like drinks with it as well, which adds up. And we could easily bring our own drink to uni, which we did it in the end. But really like try and, even if you just make like a little wrap.
And also like the food that you're probably getting there isn't very healthy.
No, exactly.
You could just bring something that's really good for you
and tasty too.
Be healthy.
Eat well. Next one is about student banking and overdrafts.
Yeah.
We say get one, especially if you're not being like completely supported by like your parents or whatever, because most people don't get like their whole like rent paid by their parents or whatever. Obviously some people do, so you probably don't need one then.
Lucky you.
Yeah. But we both got overdrafts, and at the beginning we were like,
nah, we won't use it.
And now use like the whole thing. Mine's quite small compared to most people though, so that's
you can get like different amounts, so you can get like 500, 750, 1,000, 1,500.
Mine's 500 because I just didn't want to be any like deeper in my overdraft than 500.
Mine's 750, but I've never gone
Yeah.
like over £500. But it's good to know that it's there just in
Yeah.
case. Basically, you should get one even if you don't think you're going to use it, because if you've ever like completely run out of money,
it will be there for you.
Yeah. Just like in Friends. I'll be there for you.
And you don't even need to worry about it because you don't get interest on it if it's in a student bank account. So make sure you get a student bank account.
Yeah.
And don't just like add it to your already existing bank account.
No.
Because
then you'll have to pay more to come out of it. It really helped us because when I first went to uni, I didn't have a job while I was there, so the only income I was ever getting was my loan, which I only got like once a term. And you'd like to think that
it lasts a bit, but then it goes like straight away, and then you're just like, oh, that's
like,
my money gone.
I would have had to ask my parents for so much money if I didn't have my overdraft.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, I feel like it helps you like keep track of your money more instead of just asking your parents for it.
Yeah.
Like, and again, if you don't spend it now, then can you?
Yeah, exactly. It's just like free money.
Yeah.
You have to pay it back eventually, but
while you're in uni,
it's like the same as your loan.
You may as well spend it. It's like getting your loan and being like, oh yeah, I'm not going to spend this because I've got to pay it back.
But like you are going to spend it. And like I know people that have finished uni and they're still in their overdraft, but like they're still not worrying about it because they've just got jobs and they're going to pay it back in like a month.
Yeah. Just stop worrying about money.
Yeah.
You'll make it through.
You'll just be happier because you can go out for dinner. But don't go mad. Just be careful.
Our next tip is to get to uni as early as you can so that you can get a good cupboard space. And fridge space.
Shelf.
Because and freezer, because at our uni the two bottom freezers were smaller than the rest.
Yeah, they were like this thick. You couldn't even like
you couldn't put frozen pizza in it,
and all the rest you could. So
that wasn't very good.
No, happy we got there.
And like you want like a cupboard where you want it, and also if you're there first, like you can like settle in properly before like everyone else is turning up. So
and you get to meet people as they come.
Yeah, instead of like you walking in on everyone else.
Yeah.
Like if you get a bit shy, then that might be a better option for you.
Because they're joining you, you're not joining them.
Yeah. Yeah.
The next tip is also about like staying healthy and working it out. Basically, we joined the gym, our uni gym, because that was the cheapest one in the area. So
probably a bit late, but
yeah, if your uni's got a gym, definitely and you want to join a gym, definitely check out your uni's gym because it will be cheaper and you'll get like student offers and stuff.
Yeah, they do lots of good offers.
It's like
classes and stuff.
Yeah, compared to the other gyms around, it is a lot cheaper.
How much is ours? They do an offer like when you first go to uni.
It was like £99 a year.
Yeah, which
that's
is
really good. Yeah.
Or you can also do £15 a month if you don't want to pay it outright, but that's still good.
But if you can't afford to join a gym or you don't think that you'll like use your membership to the full, you can still like stay healthy and fit by just walking to your lectures. Don't get lazy.
Yeah.
Going on jogs if you want, like that's all free.
Yeah. Or just like,
or even if you join a society, a sports society, you'll be doing exercise.
Yeah. Or you could even just like do stuff in your room, like if you don't want anyone to know you're doing
grab
exercise.
A little yoga mat.
Yeah, and then
do some sit-ups.
There's like some good like workout things on YouTube, and you can just like do them because like just doing like a little bit a day will make you feel better.
You could set up a little schedule or something in your room and just like wake up, do it, and then it's done for the day and you'll feel better because you've done it.
Yeah, or like quickly before you go to bed, or like whenever. Just like if you do a little bit a day, then it'll be better like when you go out and stuff. Like you'll be like, well, at least I've done this exercise. Like
yeah, you won't feel as bad. And also drink a lot of water.
Yeah,
it's good for you.
And apparently, if you drink a lot of water before you go to bed, it helps you wake up earlier.
Yeah, it'll help you go to your 9 a.m s. Basically, get a good tin opener before uni. Like,
this is a good tip.
Don't get a cheap, crappy one because basically, when we went to uni, we like all bought tin openers, or at least like 5 of us.
Yeah.
And they all just broke and didn't work. So in the end,
the amount of tins that we were just like, nah, I'm just not gonna get into it. So like, you can't.
I ended up like stabbing mine with knives or scissors and cutting it.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't use a tin opener, and that's pretty dangerous, really.
It is.
So get a good tin opener. Like spend a decent amount of money, not too much.
It's just like it'll be worth it, and everyone will be like, oh, thankfully you brought this tin opener.
Yeah. Don't get one from like Poundland. It'll just break.
Yeah. Like we broke.
Doesn't work.
Every single tin opener we had, and we could not have a soup.
This is a good tip too.
Yeah. All of our friends in uni were like, wow, like this is so good that you do this, like we should do this.
Basically, it will probably be the same at your uni, but at our uni, especially during like freshers, and also other weeks, but mainly like a lot during freshers, they were giving away like free stuff, and this isn't just like pens and
it's like
stuff.
Vouchers for food.
Yeah, so in our uni there was like little competitions you could do to win like free £5 vouchers for food in the canteen.
Yeah.
Free coffee from Costa or something.
And they were like really easy. Like normally all you had to do was like retweet a tweet or like tweet our like canteen Twitter.
Yeah. Like I followed our canteen Twitter on Twitter. And they would tweet out like, "Oh, reply to this to win a voucher," and you just reply like, "Woo, I love food." And they're like, "Yeah, you've won food," and then we're like, "Yay!"
Like you would normally win because like hardly anyone enters the competitions.
Yeah.
And we won like so much free food.
We just were like, "Oh, we've got a new voucher this week," and everyone was like, "How?" And just like, yeah. So that was our last tip. Obviously, there's a lot more like mainstream tips.
Yeah, like get a job before you go.
Yeah, so that's the end of our video. If you've got any more questions about uni, you can just comment them below and we will just reply by comment.
In back.
Have fun at uni.
It's great. Make lots of friends.
Love life. Study hard. Like, comment and subscribe if you enjoyed our video.
Because I hope it was helpful. Let us know if it was. And if it was, to prove it, give this video a thumbs up.
Prove it!
Prove that it was helpful, that we're good too. Helpful.
Yeah, so see ya! Bye!